Yeah.
Everybody on the wagons, carefully. Look, we're surrounded by some kind of fungus.
Fungus. The fungus.
They are
Fungi.
They're basically tiny shriekers.
It's like mandrakes.
They grow in caves. There's got to be a shallow cave nearby or something like that. Okay.
I guess go ahead and explain it mechanically at this point.
Okay, when anybody steps on a mushroom, it's nearly impossible not to. It emits a puff of black spores and a moan of pain. These tiny shriekers sprout from an immense mycelium that has spread beneath the air from shallow caves.
Okay.
Do you want to read what I found?
So a nature check would
Tell you they're not poisonous.
Yeah, what do you got, Maggie?
I have shriekers, off and violet fungi. So I guess we're going shriekers often work together to attract and kill prey. When the shriekers' hellish racket attracts a curious creature, the violet fungus tries to kill it. Both creatures enjoy the fruits of a successful hunt. A shrieker is a stationary fungus that emits a loud noise to attract prey or when disturbed. They live in dark subterranean places, often in the company of violet fungi, whose poison they are immune to.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of like...
Shriekers come in shades of purple. They have no means to attack, but they lure their prey to its vicinity by emitting a loud noise.
Alright, so... That's going on. Everybody must do a DC 10 Constitution check.
because somebody set off one of the shriekers.
They're being set off by the horses.
Scar
Nine.
succeeds.
Oh no. Alright, well, let me
Maybe
roll your
did you-
fate.
Did you roll?
Oh yeah, let me see what maybe it's.
No, hold on. I'm proficient in Constitution 10, or 11.
So a 10
15.
was the DC.
Huh?
15.
Alright, you guys are good for
That
now.
was close. Like, wait a minute, he got a big smile on his face. I was like, uh-oh.
You guys have this commotion going on. The other caravan people, they're doing everything to not move. They do not want... In fact, you just see 3 or 4 of them just kind of do one of those. They just kind of curl up.
Fetal position. Huh?
Yeah.
Davlin's going to keep with what I said earlier. He's yelling out to everybody, "We're surrounded by fungus. I'm jumping on the wagon." I'm going to try to jump up and grab onto the nearest wagon from where I'm at, and just kind of one fell movement and see if I can just hop up and crawl on top of the wagon.
Alright, do an athletics roll.
So we're at camp.
Yeah,
right?
you guys are at camp.
Okay.
I'm sure you're within, 5 feet of you.
17.
That's fine.
Alright, you jump onto the wheel, put your foot on the spokes of the wheel and
Hop up.
hop up.
Pull a Legolas.
Yeah. Alright, Davlin, you're on the wagon. Mave?
Can I see where? All right, Davlin is on the wagon.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just kind of in your little clear spot.
I screamed, "Everybody
Scar-
to the wagons and hop
Scar,
on
where
top."
are you?
I am at the camp still. Like I stood up and there's about a 5-foot square area around me that doesn't have the mushrooms. And I'm probably 15 to 20 feet away from the wagon.
Can we see each other?
Yeah.
All right.
I bet you we're
It's
talking distance.
Yeah, it's still raining, but it's nowhere near as bad as what it was. Right now, it's more like that hanging mist that annoys the hell out of everybody.
Scar was getting his bardic knowledge hand job. And
Why is it all about the panties?
I thought we confirmed that your bardic knowledge or bardic inspiration was a hand.
Quick rub and tug, right?
Yeah, right. You're giving me the bardic inspiration, and I can talk about
Okay.
this.
So
Really
aside
quick.
from the
It's a bonus
Aside
action.
from-
Think about
the
that.
bonus action,
I'll make a con check.
I was.
Your body seizes up.
all right, Max.
We've got to figure out a way to silence these, and I can cast silence, but I can only do so much with it. So
I can cast the flaming sphere, and I can just cut swaths through these things. You can cast the silence on the sphere.
okay, all right, okay. action let Scar go.
Alright.
And so my action is to cast silence on the flaming sphere. So
Yes.
that's the trigger for my action.
As soon as the flaming sphere pops into being, you're casting silence.
Okay. Jeez. All right.
So, yeah, I grin ear to ear and I start the incantation and weaving my hands around and spinning this flame into a sphere, and then I throw it into the air. When I throw it into the air,
She makes it quiet.
she makes the crackling from the flame go quiet, and it lands on the ground.
And you gotta basically, I guess you're gonna start inside the camp, clear it off,
I'm just mowing the grass. That's what
you
I'm
get,
doing.
you get a path cleared, you make it back to the road, you follow it maybe 100 yards when it ends down the road.
But here's my thing. I clear the way to our wagon, and then I tell, get on the wagon, or get on the wagon. And I lean over to my boss, and I say, you know, you could charge premium for my services right now. Maybe everybody could make a little extra coin. I can get us out of this shithole, but the rest of them could be fucked.
He looks at you, he's like,
Go parlay with the wagon masters.
he jumps down, walks to the thing, walks over, talks to the guy. You see, you know,
Well, see, the thing is that I clear a path for him with my flaming sphere, so he can go walk right behind it, and that halfling can start negotiating.
You see him, you know, talking. You see, you know, the wagon caravan master, throwing his hands up and everything. And finally, you just kind of see him just kind of take a deep breath. Your employer comes, I'll skip him back over. We're in the lead.
All right. So, at this point, I just want to get up and point and clear us out of this mushroom area.
Yeah. You clear a path to the road, down the road 100 yards, and it clears out.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, you guys travel the rest of the day. That evening, you guys come to a way station. Or type area. Or what do they call them? You know,
a wayside.
A wayside inn. Yes, it's been
the equivalent of a roadside attraction today,
as opposed
right?
to the wayside school.
Yeah. And it's been a shitty, crappy, cold day.
Waystones to go back to
You guys come up to this wayside inn.
All right.
The caravan master goes in, comes out. He's red-faced. Ah, damn fucking nobles!
Well, I take it there's no bloody rooms? I take it there's no bloody rooms?
No! There's 4 fucking nobles in there that bought the whole fucking inn!
It's funny. And Mave just raises her hand.
What?
I got this.
I kind of... The wagon master guy that comes out, she grows titties and gives handies.
All right. Well, are there any other outbuildings around, like stables and whatnot? But there's only 4 rooms, and all the rooms are taken by the nobles.
No, it's a good side. There's about 10 or 20 rooms. I mean, it's a good side roadside inn.
But the nobles won't.
The nobles have bought it
They're
out
having
like
a
it's a
private
private
party.
party.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and I would like to make an attempt to go inside and convince them to let, at least some of us stay. I'll get a room.
I was going to say, Taylor Swift shows up to your fucking party.
All right. So yeah, Mave raises her hand and says, "No, I got this. I'm gonna go inside and I want to talk to with my instrument in hand and walk in and just saunter in and see who's in there, and I want to talk to whoever's in."
You walk in, you see there's 4, aristocratic looking people at a table. and there's the innkeeper. The minute you walk in, the jeering starts. Cat calls start.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna roll with it. I'm gonna play it up, and I'm gonna saunter on over to the bar, order myself a drink, and
Yes, do it.
down it, and turn around. And I would like to roll persuasion if I could. I would like to turn around and just start whoever's closest to me.
Well,
I'm assuming they're all paying attention to me.
Well, yeah, they're playing cards and looking at you.
Oh, well, then I'll go sit down next to them.
Just performance.
Just absolutely.
All right.
All right, so
Because this is the charlatan performance, not a musical performance. Like she's
It's a
doing
burlesque show.
She's
am I doing perform? I would rather try to
She's
persuade
dinner from
them.
the Roth
I would like to
right?
persuade
Do you
them.
do you want the target number?
Yeah.
20.
Damn it! I'm not a halfling. God.
No luck, huh?
I mean, I have been one off. Darn it! I have a +9 to persuasion.
Oh shit! If I would have known that, I would have thrown it up higher. Because you're not supposed to.
Just having fun with it.
Yep.
Man.
Anyway, so you go up to them and you start. They're like, "No, this is our place for the night. You can't even stay in the barn. No,
There's no room for you in the inn. This is an obvious Jesus reference.
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna disguise self and come back and try again. No room in the inn. That's BS.
Well, it sucks to be you, don't it? Have a nice rainy night outside.
What am I even supposed to do with that? Okay.
We can sleep inside the covered wagons, right? I mean,
Yeah, you got the wagons.
My wagon's not covered. What are you talking about?
the
A
wagons are.
couple
Yeah.
are.
Our wagon isn't, is it?
No.
Yeah,
You can sleep under the wagon.
we could. Or in the mud. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And is are you?
So what's the majority of
besides,
everybody else?
You know what I'm
besides
doing?
the
You know what I'm
loot, besides
It's
the
cool.
lewd lips.
I'm a total slutbag, and I'm gonna disguise self, and
Seduce one.
and I'm gonna go in as a strumpet, and I'm totally getting myself a bed for the evening.
Maeve went slut. And she made money.
Absolutely.
Well, if you want a room, you're gonna have to pull a train.
No.
Oh my God,
No.
Sean.
How did you roll for that? How did that? I see you roll the dice and you look down. I'm like, is there a chart? Did you roll for train?
Did you
How
roll
does this
for
work?
train?
Like, was that human centipede style? Like, how many members were in the
I
train?
love it. I
All
love
the
it. Like,
nobles get it?
I love it. Like on a 2, it would have been like, look, you get a room, but he throws the pile driver on you because it's a 2. Nope, he rolled a 4. Fucking train. Man.
God, I would hate to roll a critical when that happens, man. Yeah.
Good lord. All right, let's rein this back in here.
See, okay, here's what gives me the option. The NPCs in the inn won't be influenced by any sort of reason or debate or by offers of money.
Okay. Reason, debate, or money, but sex might do it, I guess. Huh?
There's 4 of them. How bad does Mave want a room?
Can Scar sleep him? Only for a minute, though. So.
No. My thing is, I think that we should just come in and intimidate him.
I agree.
But
We could walk in.
It doesn't matter. We can fight them. Basically, is where we're at with it. I mean, if the script literally says,
Don't you have a signet ring or something?
I
That's
do
like
have a signet
nobility?
I do have a noble signet ring.
So why don't you flash that shit out and say that under protection of your noble, you're fucking gonna put us up at least in the barn, man. You know what I mean? Or my guy is gonna.
Our horses are rather picky who they're around.
All right, DM, what would you like us to do?
I don't know. It's your call. Either sleep outside or
There's no call. It's like
Davlin is going to.
there's always options. There's the forcible option, or there's okay, peace, we're out.
I have the folk hero background,
Yeah.
So and as my thing, I'm always trying to keep a reputation with the common folk. So of course I'm going to name drop and see if anybody kind of goes, "Oh, it's Davlin."
No,